Hey, welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Leo. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to the channel, know that I like to go deep. So I do look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. This will help you understand why your situation is what it is. It also helps you break karmic cycles that keep you stuck in a place of limitation, fear. Anytime we're connected to a soulmate that isn't treating us right, we can shape shift the situation. Does that mean that we can actually get that person to do what we want them to do? No, but we can avoid karmic retribution. We can actually make it so that that karmic gets karmic retribution, because spiritual connections, that it means that there is like love, that there is a connection there, and that connection is of the heart and mind. However, dealing with karmics means that you're dealing with people that are not that aren't healed, people that have wounds, people that have shadows, and because they have shadows, their character isn't good. It comes out in their behaviorisms. So if we're not aware of like who we're dealing with 100%, we can see why a lot of times unconsciously we create karma for ourselves when meanwhile we had the best intention. So in order to break the karmic cycles, we have to become aware. So if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to do three things, but you most of all have to be open to getting a shadow reading. You have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always the underlining energy, which is where spirit tells me where I should start the reading, and again, why everybody's doing what they're doing. Because when we're dealing with shadows, people tend to not come from their true self. They come from the facade that they want people to perceive them as. So this is why that information is important. Now, if you're connected to a Virgo or a Scorpio, definitely check out my description box below, because I have YouTube channels within those two zodiacs as well as this channel. And you'll find all other important links, including my Psychic Soul Healer coaching program, shadow coaching program. Now, this program is really unique. It offers inner child healing, shadow healing, reparenting, and all the healing modalities to heal the effects of trauma, which is huge because when we live in traumatic experiences, it actually changes our brain structure. So we become very hyper vigilant. We become very reactionary. Focusing and staying present become difficult. So navigating our life becomes more difficult, obviously, because our cognitive functioning is impaired because of that trauma. So healing is a process. It's not just about the awareness, it's about integrating the spiritual lesson, realizing why certain things are happening, and what you need to do to recondition yourself, to not see your situation through the wound, to not react as if you're coming from a place of that trauma. Because again, we condition our body and minds due to the environment that we live in. All right. So again, don't forget, if you want to enter into winning a free reading, what you need to do. Now let's see what that underlining energy is. Let's see. Okay. Resentment, bitterness, resentment. So you're going to write that word in the comment box. Oh, I feel like somebody is so angry right now. Ooh, it's like I feel like you're connected to someone that is just not happy in their life, first of all, because I feel like they're losing a lot of money. I feel like they're losing a lot of money. This person thought that they would be gaining money. I feel like they stayed in a situation that they didn't want to stay in, thinking that they were going to get more money. that they were going to like live this grandiose lifestyle. I feel like someone sold them a lie. And I feel like this person uh, was on their way out of a connection when they were presented with this offer. And they kind of just left you high and dry. So this person is so angry on so many different accounts. They're angry because they've been made a fool out of. They're angry because again they messed up their the connection with you, because I don't feel like they ever told you what happened. I feel like you and this person, it was supposed to get off the ground. It was insinuated that it was going to get off the ground, that you both had a lot of feelings for each other. There was a lot of love there. You could feel it, even if it wasn't said. It was almost known this person feels like they're your person, and they feel vice versa, that you feel the same, but they feel like they fucked up the entire situation because they were greedy. They were, and I feel like they were connected to people. I don't even believe that it was one person that did this. I feel like it was a bunch of people that did it to make your person stay with someone that they didn't want to stay with. This is the underlying energy. So they're resentful because they don't have control over their own life. And that's the thing. And I also feel like your person is in regret because of the way that they treated you, because they never had both feet planted, grounded with you. There was always one foot in that life. And so they played games, and I feel like they always intended to come back. But again, they're connected to somebody that's really manipulative, that knows how to play every single game. And I don't believe that person's really that smart. And I meaning like relationship wise smart. So let's look at the triggers. Let's look and just see what this person did when they were with you, because I feel like they have a lot of anxiety because of that too. And that's part of it. It's like they feel like they don't have any control over their life. They're not emotionally intelligent. They're feeling all these different emotions, from anxiety to you're going to leave. I didn't apologize. I know the way that I treated you wasn't good. To I don't have any control over my life. This person drained my money. These people drained my money. And like is that I should be twice as far along as what I am. And instead I lost everything. And they're so angry. And so there's a sense that they hold back from you because again, they didn't want to be judged. They know, like again, you'd say, so you chose money over me. You chose possession over me. I feel like this person got caught up with the wrong people. And it could be their own family, but they got into business with family, they shared money with family, they did something. And with that, especially with whoever, if it was this was a marriage, with whether this was a baby daddy, baby mommy that had access to the money, it's like this person drained them, found every excuse of what they needed to buy. I feel like they were sold a pipe dream. I'm feeling like a bunch of people got together, but the main person is like this karmic person. And a bunch of them said, oh, we're going to do something like outlandish, like our business is going to be on TV. Like, and your person bought it hook, line, and sinker. And you have to stay here. You have to stay here because we're doing this big grandiose thing. Like if you leave, it's gonna like break up the business. It's going to like create problems. From what it looks like, you need to stay here. And it was your person stayed because of a lifestyle, because of like again, they thought that there was an opportunity for them that was going to give them some sort of recognition, make them feel good about themselves, because I feel like this person already has money. And that's how these people that are connected to your person was able to be manipulated, because they do have a successful business, and situations like that happen all the time. So I believe that that's what happened. So now that they look back, they feel so stupid. They feel so stupid. It's like they're like, how could I have given so much um, trust, control, control really over business, over my mind, over everything. And the thing is, you appear very secure, Leo. You appear very confident to this person. I feel like this person puts you on a pedestal. So, and I don't believe that people are nice to this person either. That they, have been around people that have judged them. So they're projecting a lot of, their fears onto like the way that you would react. I don't think that if this person would have said to you, would have came clean and said to you, hey, I have this business venture, you would have understood. But this person was kind of keeping you on hold. They were kind of deliberately not telling you, holding back, because there was a part of them that didn't really know whether this was true or not, because it didn't feel right. But they don't have it, they're not secure within themselves, because again, they surround themselves with people that don't have their best interest. And because of that, they avoided you. Again, I feel like they just disappeared. And that's the way that they handle things, so that they also know that you're someone that is, that would talk things out. You're emotionally intelligent. I don't even know if they know that term or what that term means. That's how unemotionally intelligent I feel that this person is. And so, their way was, I don't know what to do with this situation. Like, you can't come along with me and you can't be a part of this. And I don't really know what to say. But I kind of don't want to tell you. I kind of want you still holding on to me. And there's a little bit of that there too, which again, it's like when the person needed for you, like it made them feel good that you liked them. It made them feel good that you wanted them. So even if they couldn't be with you, you holding on. And that's really what they're afraid of. They're like, when they look at their situation and what they realize that they did, why they're really afraid that that's what you're going to point out, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't think that they were aware of that. They were so caught up in the me, and not looking at anyone else. Feel like your person has a bad habit of doing that, and that's why they're able to be, again, controlled by their environment. And so, again, you felt forgotten about, obviously, if they avoided you. So, again, they didn't know how to handle it. They didn't know what to say because they were torn. They wanted to be with you, but again, you couldn't come along with this venture. And I don't know whether it's a family, it was a family at one time, whether it was just a business, but you couldn't come along. But really, I think that that's that karmic, again, person that once was with this person, that still has ties to the business, was able to influence everyone in that business to make your person stay. So whether it was a business or a family, it's again, they were able to influence everyone, because they're like, well, if this person leaves, it's going to affect your money. It's going to affect your money. So everyone's best interest is not really for your person to go off and have their own life. And now I feel like your person is like so angry and resentful, because they're like, I don't really have my life. I was tricked into like being here. And I feel like the business is like started to deteriorate some from all this drama on top of it, where your person is made to make up for that deterioration. And so they're just like, oh, it's like you're just gonna assume everything. And I think that they just assume everything because, again, that's a way of avoiding. So they got themselves into like a disgusting mess, it looks like. But we're going to look at their hidden truths because I feel like this person is angry and almost angry at everyone. Because I feel like there's a part of them that obviously you cut your energy from them and they can feel that. And so they're a little resentful over that too, because it's almost like you were supposed to wait for me, which is going back to what they did before, which is they made a decision, didn't tell you, and had you just wait there, which they know that they would feel like they were a fool if that was to happen to them. It's like, again, it's because they love you. So they're like, I love you, but it's like the life I wanted, the life I feel. And the irony is, I feel like you're doing things in your life that they're like, I could see how they could turn into great things too. I bury myself in work to forget you. Well, I think that also they buried themselves in work to make up for, again, the loss of people. So it's a win-win for them. And that's really what connects them to these people is money. But I don't believe that your person is that person anymore. I think that when you're doing a lot of things business wise and if you're forced to grow yourself, and I feel like everyone around this person benefited, but they didn't evolve because they didn't do the work. Your person doing the work and creating themselves has made them into a different person. And the truth of the matter is, they were too loyal to these people and too close up, meaning your person didn't have enough of another life to be strong enough to really make that move. And they're really resentful at themselves because they're like, why didn't I just leave? Why did I get like tricked into staying? So whether it was again some reality thing or some big opportunity, it was some bullshit story that that karmic knew that your person would fall for hook, line, and sinker, and they did, and they did. I look for you everywhere. They almost wish that they could bump into you. So they're in full regret and resentment because of that. So we see that, obviously they're not, that's where they are. Let's see if they're going to do anything, whether they're going to leave that person. But what's most important is we have to ask ourselves, why would you attract a person that's emotionally not available? Because on some level, they'll never gave to you 100%. They've had one foot in this life with you and one foot still with these people and that karmic in order to keep whatever it is, whether it's a business, whatever it is, that opportunity alive. So it's almost like a facade to keep that facade. And that facade is look how much money we have, look at the life we have, because we all stay together. So all of our money stays together. And in this, we're seen as really big, but none of us have our own life. And we're all not really happy. It's all about the money. So I ask if they can do anything. I can see myself with you in the future. So it's almost like one day, one day, one day. Or if I ever get out, if I ever get strong enough to get out. I don't know what I want. So this is what it really comes down to. There's a part of them that's like, is still torn. Do I stay connected to this facade, this money, this false identity, or do I choose love? Because there's always like one day, one day, one day, just like how they kept you on hold. I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to go somewhere else and now I'm going to do this. And it's always like kind of keeping you on the hook. because I don't want to let you go, but I also don't want to let go of this life, this facade. And you can't come into this. So again, why did you attract a person that's emotionally unavailable? I want to know. And you should want to know, because that's the only way you're going to break the karmic cycle. That's the only way that you're going to stop, you know, unconsciously being drawn to those type of people. Okay, lies and secrecy. So a lot of times when we grow up in an environment where we're not allowed to be our true self because we're hiding uh, lies and secrets, and those could be growing up in an alcoholic family, growing up in an environment where there's no emotional support, there's no, or sometimes no financial support. So again, that creates a lot of embarrassment. So being comfortable with energy that's unavailable would be one reason why. Also, if you lies and secrets, then you're, again, you have to be your true self. And we can't just get rid of negative energy. So the lies and secrets, why are we creating lies and secrets? Do you not like who you are and you're hiding certain aspects of yourself? And then you would attract, again, the same thing, a person that is hiding themselves because they don't like themselves. It's a lower energy. It's not from a higher self. The higher self always comes from a place of unconditional love. Even when we see our wounds, we realize we can integrate those wounds into spiritual gifts. It's all about changing perceptions and transmuting the energy by integrating the energy. Again, optimism. So I feel like that's a gift. That's something that you've always had. And again, so sometimes our shadows are not all the time shadows. It's a positive aspect. However, in this situation, not so much, because you can't be optimistic when the writing's on the wall. I feel like this person would always say nice things and try again and emotionally connect you to get you hooked, and you being optimistic about their character and what they're going to do, and but not looking at their character, but what they truly are showing you is actually allowing them to keep you stuck, to keep you hooked, believing that you're unconsciously deserving of a person that's not capable of giving. And again, play. So I feel like when you're a child, not really feeling safe enough to go out and to play, to find yourself. And now that's the time what you should be doing now, going out and finding yourself. Because when you attract a person that's, again, giving you the same energy as a childhood trauma, making you go back to that energy, it's because there's not enough life. You haven't experienced enough things. We have to create new neurological pathways in our mind by creating new experiences. When we continue to relive the same undesirable life experience, it's because we have a core belief. And that core belief was created because we have seen ourselves in from that perception too many times. But understand we're down here to learn that we're not separate from God, which is all knowing. So that's the only way we can do that is by seeing ourselves through all different perceptions. But the right perception is always through unconditional love. This person, like again, there was love, but there was also a lot of pain attached to this because this person would always like not be able to show up for you. And that is again what would keep you in a place of pain, because it would be saying that you're not deserving of love, that you can't have love, and being stuck. So, like you said, once you go out and play, you're actually giving yourself love by going out and exploring and trying new things, you wind up meeting new people, new situations, new experiences that change your mind and your heart about how you perceive yourself. And you're able to see that you and God are one because you are able to see your situation from, again, many different perceptions, and that you actually integrated that spiritual lesson by, again, grounding and realizing that you aren't your past. You are, again, where you put your energy today, where you put your time, your energy, your focus, your money, though, which is all your energy, where it is today. And so that's what Spirit was saying, that's why you attracted this person. It was a choice to either love yourself, which is to go out and play and find yourself, or to stay in a situation that's familiar, but uncomfortable and taking you out of, again, what you're deserving. There they are. I was looking for my other cards. And I always ask Spirit to end the reading by saying, okay, what other energy should we incorporate aside from going out and playing to find ourselves, to create ourselves, the new us from where we are today, not from that wound or wounds. Inner work. God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. Isn't this what I was just saying? As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts towards the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. So, again, when you're interactive in life, again, God brings you the people, the situations, and the experiences that are going to change your mind and your heart, which is what transmutes that negative energy and creates that new neurological pathway where automatic behaviors are not ones that are survival, they're ones that just are intuitive, that direct you, again, further on your path. I'm going to leave that there, Leo. You let me know whether you resonated with this spiritual shadow message, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.